Robbie Williams, he's back on the start of a 2-year card. He didn't finish in the top 64 last season, but he stayed on as one of the top 4 on the 1-year list. However, he lost his points, so he's starting again, but he's a better player than 84 in the world. And he's a player in sort of recent years who's definitely quickened up as well.
Yes, I think Ronnie O'Sullivan will have to step up on what I saw this afternoon against Tian Panthay, who really could or should have won that match, I think. Ronnie ended up playing okay, but in the middle of it, he could barely pot a ball, O'Sullivan. Didn't rein himself in either. He still took all the shots on that he would normally get. Maximum just under a couple of hours, I think, between his previous match and this one. So he's going to find some improvement from somewhere, but of all the people that can, I suppose he can. Well, he struck that well. A direct screw back for the black, which must be tight. Would like to come back a few inches further, though. Straighter on this. It's almost playing on Ronnie's own table here, isn't it? It's a disadvantage already from having played on the outside tables. They're all the same, I know, but they don't always feel quite the same when the TV lights are on them.
9.
Again, it's tight. Can he get through the black?
Robbie Williams, 9.
Another good shot at range. No real control over what the black does after he cannons into it here.
6.
So again, really it's only fault of his own, but maybe his cue ball not quite where he'd like it. Breakers.
6.
Ended, he didn't go for that. Seemed no reason why he would go for it. Wow, that looked in, I thought, when he hit it. That really did. Again, people like to think these pockets are big, but I think you might have voted yes or over no once he'd hit it. He wants to play the plant, really. Can't get comfortable on it.
Eight. 9.
Oh dear.
16.
Strange old business though, isn't it? Because you see it so often. A player gets in 3 times, doesn't accumulate many points, kind of leaves him open to his opponent, getting one chance and winning the frame. That's how it sometimes goes. Oh, that is a good safety shot, acknowledged by O'Sullivan. That really has. The top red, I think he can get back to Bolt from, which also doesn't look very easy. Good follow-up, but we've already seen that Robbie Williams has not won in just like this. And this one, he's got everything riding on it. Very good. A little unlucky to catch the jaw of the pocket. Now he's got a difficult black, so things aren't getting any easier here.
It's not there.
Robbie Williams, 1.
So now here's the point I'm making, that now O'Sullivan comes to the table, everything is open, and as I say, that seems to be how these frames, pattern of these frames emerges. Someone comes in and all of a sudden, when it's O'Sullivan, you fancy he might win the frame here now.
5. 6. 13. $14.
Just the one red just off the right hand side cushion. Dealing with.
21.
Green's safe, but if he takes high value colours with these reds, he won't need it.
22. $28.
Yes, I wonder if he's worked that out. It's not something you always think of that far in advance. It might dawn on him that that position will come up where he could not need the green, but I think at the moment you just find yourself concentrating on the few shots ahead of you. He's trying to
34.
get the high value colours that mean the frame is safe by then.
35. $42. 43.
It's a poor shot from O'Sullivan. He needed to be high on the black top side. Got all around the houses now. Unusual for his touch to desert him like that. Well, I can think of players who wouldn't even go for the pot here and would play the snooker, but I'm not sure it suits Ronnie O'Sullivan's style, but players might do.
51.
You can knock those in. Why would you need to play any other shot? He had some cover, I think. Had he missed the red, the black would probably have covered it.
So 26 in front with the black, 28 with the yellow with 25 on.
And he looks a little bit more focused already than earlier when he was all over the shop for a period of time.
60.
Robbie Williams was faced with that tricky pressure black with all the reds out in the open.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 60.
Now this doesn't help his cause. Oh, I thought he was going in. Well, that certainly doesn't help his cause. What a shot.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Frame conceded.
Robbie Williams has seen enough. He needs 2 snookers. He's in one himself. He had those early chances, but it was the missed black that opened the door for O'Sullivan, 60. So he leads 1-0. Best of 7, remember, to reach the quarterfinals.
Well, if the long pot's going, that's when O'Sullivan's even more dangerous. I think we all know that part. The rest of it is there. Break building needs a lot of attention.
8.
But if these start going in, as they did on the last day of the World Championship,
9.
and he played so well to see off Kyron Wilson. I think that was actually the best day he played in that championship, you know. A few sessions he lost, which of course happens. It's hard. I don't think there can be many world champions that have gone
15.
all the way through Crucible without losing a session here or there. It's how you recover, but O'Sullivan, he was just in front overnight against Kyron, not playing all that well.
$23.
And I don't think we've seen the best of him this season. I guess with the championship being when it was,
31.
it's quite hard to think about going through all the preparations again so soon. This break might be coming to an end here because he just got stuck on the bunch.
Well, he gets on one there. It's probably 2-0.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 38. Foul and a miss.
It's not
Ronnie
looking too
O'Sullivan,
hopeful, is it? Goodness. That was a very difficult shot. There was almost an argument there to just let the cue go, I think. That was a hard shot to try and bury the cue ball in there.
1.
So many reds you could have left.
had those chances in frame 1, but Sullivan back in here in frame 2.
$11.
Again, I think the cue ball went too far there. I don't think he's entirely happy with that tip that he's got on. He said it was a little soft and not spongy. Guess this is a missable sort of a shot. If you're not careful.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 12.
Well, he wants to bite that tip off, it would seem.
Doesn't like it, does he? I mean, there's no getting away from it. It's not making a great sound, actually, I don't think. Not making that pinging noise that you'd expect a tip to make, so... Seemed to like it yesterday, but not so much today. We know exactly how he feels after that.
Only significant, really, though, if Williams can punish. He got to the quarterfinals, Robbie Williams of the English Open this season, where he lost to Neil Robertson.
$23.
It's not easy to say he's got to clear up, but really I think he has to. That one red that's on the right would be the awkward one, or possibly a little awkward to get on. But if you're going to have any chance of winning this match, you have to pick up frames like this, because chances don't come along all the time.
30. 31.
Now this is a key shot, playing on that right-hand red. Dear. Played to move it when he might have been able to play on it from where the pink cue ball and the pink were. Now what do you play here? The double kiss looks on. If you play the red up and down or the cue ball up and down off the red, the first red, it's one of them where it looks quite difficult to avoid.
Foul and a miss.
But as I say, it looks like there's a double kiss in the offing or whatever he plays here. So he gets a thin edge of something. Sullivan got away with that. Loose shot. No control of the cue ball. So Williams has to wait one. Well, he thought, I won't leave anything here. I'll cover the other red. He might feel a little aggrieved that the balls are finished where they have.
One.
It's a terrible shot from O'Sullivan. He has so much room there to finish up the table further than that. That really was out of character, that one. His strength has always been the control of the cue ball that he possesses.
Please declare, Ronnie.
Deserted him for that last
Blue
shot.
ball.
It's Olivier Martial, of course, two balls close together, and you have to say which one you're going to hit. Oh, that's a great recovery, though. Terrific.
6.
So he leads by 20 on this last red. Left-handed again.
7.
Two yellows and a green he needs.
9. 11.
Now they can tie. So the green is required. He doesn't bring his own extension. Some players have got all sorts of things out onto their cue. Ronnie just has no interest in any of that. Maybe he should have one of his own. A lifeline for Robbie Williams, a chance to tie the frame. Surely he can get to it. He'd be unlucky if he couldn't. It means it's going to be difficult to control for the brown.
3.
Could have finished better, I suppose.
Robbie Williams, 3. Robbie Williams, 4.
That's a good shot. That has given him renewed hope. Well, he has to prioritise getting this blue ball on a cushion here. This looks pretty good. Wow. What a shot. I think his mind was made up by that's all he could hit, but it was a great shot. There's one in the frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5. Frame conceded, frame Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I think it's seen enough. Williams did have his chances, so very tight frame, but it's O'Sullivan leading 2-0. Good. We're going to stay with this, see if he can make it.
Oh, that is such a good shot Wilson has played there. So we've got a bit of everything here. Still magic in these 147s. I know we're seeing quite a few of them at the moment, but they still have meaning, I think. They're still...
We're at the Welsh Open in the very first frame of his first match against Jackson Page. Made one, as I say, at the UK. It was live actually here on Eurosport a couple of weeks ago. Made 3 in total.
11.
You see that top red of Karam's will go, but he's going to play on the other one anyway. Pink is very, very near to its own spot, isn't it? As I always talk about that, it's unusual to be where it is.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 11.
Meanwhile, on our main table, not a great deal happens still. For once, quite rare when O'Sullivan plays it, you can say that.
1.
Judd Trump said the other day, you know, this is where you really start to feel the nerves as a snooker player when you've got the chance to make one in a tournament.
6.
Whereby we can show you what's happening if it's an event on the other table quite comfortably. And I know that people would like to see.
We're just coming up to the 39th anniversary of the first on television, Steve Davis, January 1982.
Shot now, what's he going to do?
Robbie Williams, 12.
Thin one now from there. Also, it's not only the pot, but just getting in behind the yellow. It would not be easy.
At the moment, disappointment for Karen Wilson, but he leads the match 2-1. Meanwhile, Robbie Williams in front.
The precise position to land on that right-hand red of the 2. I wonder if it was any value in going for it.
Robbie Williams, 1.
More difficult for O'Sullivan. The ball seemed to jump there. Red jumped up in the air. Ronnie looked a bit bemused by it all.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
Just said I can't play with this anymore.
That long run of wins at the Norbrec. There's a lad from New Zealand called Mark Canavan. Ronnie had said to him that he liked his cue. He said, I think I might use that.
4.
Williams has finished very awkward here on this yellow. He's 22 in front, 27 on, each yellow and green. It's been that sort of frame.
Robbie Williams 4.
All bits and pieces. Wheel Jamie O'Neill. O'Neill, of course, beat Sean Murphy earlier. They're just getting going in their match.
2.
That's not dissimilar to that blue that he potted for.
Well, I make the highest break in this frame, 15.
He has to win this frame, and then he's got a chance of winning the match. He needs to be dragged into it all. Tip on his cue's okay. That's all he needs to worry about. It's not that he's not trying, it's just every shot is very ill directed.
3.
The green wriggles in, he's consumed his entire thought process.
Robbie Williams 3.
Highest break 15 in this frame.
4.
They all count the same though if you win them.
Robbie Williams 4.
Should have potted that blue though.
I don't think Ronnie's got any ideas. I mean, Ronnie would never have potted the playing on for a while now at the end of frames, isn't he?
Ronnie O'Sullivan 5.
Sure. One thing I do know, he'll set his stopwatch.
6 in the frame.
Well, it's time to set it now, Ronnie, because the frame's over. It was a bit of a grind. 27 minutes. He leads 2-1. Well, it's not good, clearly, catching the blue.
1.
Sullivan is often
8.
able to improvise. He hasn't really complained about conditions very much.
9.
Tip on his cue has caused him problems before. But not to say he won't knock in a big break here. Cue ball disappearing to the Vulcan is not going to help that.
16. Ronnie O'Sullivan 16.
I mean, the only break to speak of was that 60 from Ronnie O'Sullivan in the first frame. Highest break since then by either player, just 38.
Well, this is if he plays this long red, it's a horrible shot. I mean, he's tight on the cushion. Can't leave the red there. He might just play the dump shot here, leave the cue ball at that end.
1.
Terrific cueing. Very nice. That was a good shot as well.
8.
Terrific cueing. Well, it wasn't a full pocket, and he's played it with left hand running side to go around the back of the black. And I say the first part was the problem, it wasn't a full pocket. I think if he was going to play that, he probably needed to give it a bit more thought. He got down and played it quickly. As I said, the one thing he must do is not get dragged into O'Sullivan's issues. Can win this match, the way things are going, Williams.
Sullivan's pot success has now come down to just 80%.
Now, what about this? Some sort of a plant has emerged in the middle of the bunch.
Oh,
I seemed to hit the wrong red first
Hang
there.
on.
Robbie Williams' fault.
Well, it was unlucky, but surprised how hard he hit it and how slow the first red reached the pocket. And the twist in the tail was the brown going in. Balls flying around everywhere.
1.
Well, another chance for Williams. He's got to sense a chance here. It's an opportunity.
Robbie Williams,
Yeah,
1.
and he's just not taking it, I'm afraid.
No, I'm afraid he's been dragged down. Not able to play his own game. I'm sure he's very frustrated missing that.
1. 7. 8. 15. 16. 23. 24.
Yeah, I think also, Dave, over the years we've seen players go into matches against O'Sullivan almost beat before they started.
31.
Can intimidate you with his presence, actually, when he's playing well, or even on a day like today when he isn't.
32.
'A couple more reds with colours should do it.
39. 46.
Just checking that. He's 49 in front, 59 on, so red. And anything above the yellow, Williams needs a
47.
snooker. He needs a snooker. And he had a good chance, he really did.
50.
But this was a missed black early on.
Seeing plenty of
51.
shots missed to that near jaw in that pocket, aren't we? That one was never in. 1 or 2 I thought I've looked in, which have also stayed up. That one not so. It was right at the point where O'Sullivan looked at very desperate.
Foul.
At this for a
Ronnie
shot.
O'Sullivan, 51. Frame conceded.
He's
Ronnie
safe.
O'Sullivan.
Red doesn't come back up, of course.
Yeah, 51 was the winning break from Ronnie O'Sullivan, who leads 3-1.
Say, Dave, the only reason O'Sullivan has won one match today and is on the brink of winning another is because of the effort he's putting in. He's trying very hard. Because I've known him in better form than this, but not try so hard on every shot and, of course, be sent packing. Now, he's putting every effort in. He's very unlike O'Sullivan, this performance. Well, if there is, it's not much.
Foul on the miss. One. Six. 7.
Clearing away the pink spot, which is of course where the black will go. The black spot is absolutely done for. So now that red's been potted, it'll be the scoring ball, but from the pink spot.
14. 15.
Opportunity to put this match to bed here.
22.
His attitude and discipline couldn't have been better. Sometimes you just have to tough it out.
23. 28.
Not the worst place in the world to land.
29.
Plenty of colours to play on.
$30. 34. $41. 42.
Such a good shot there. The black spot now is available. Next time he pots it.
$49.
He played it in a safe way there to be on that bottom red, or certainly the one nearest the black. There it is. Goes through the gap there.
50.
He's such a remarkable player. He's all over the shop, really. He's not in any way firing on all cylinders, but he still managed to find something here.
He's missed that one though.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 50.
Now this really is the last chance saloon for Robbie Williams.
One.
How can he get the two reds? If he was a bit straighter on the black, he might have a chance, but I don't see how he can touch them from there. The angle's just going across the front of them, not going into them.
8.
It'll have to be another visit.
Robbie Williams, 8. Ball and a miss. Robbie Williams, 4.
Well, he's missed that by about an inch.
Robbie Williams, 4.
Tell you what, I don't know what he'll do on this third go. If I was Robbie, I'm definitely going back. He's got to play a different shot because he missed it by so far that he could be done for the 3 strokes and outroar here. He got nowhere near hitting that last shot.
Yeah, Robbie?
We were right in with it. It was
If I have to
never
call a miss
threatened.
again, you lose the frame.
Warning administered.
No, it's left him a problem. He wants to play the same shot, but I don't think he has enough confidence to do it. He was never going to miss that one, was he? He's actually left the red on, but he put himself in his own trouble there.
One.
Yeah, he certainly made sure. But can Williams this time take advantage?
4.
Oh dear. Well,
Wow, how did that stay out?
Robbie Williams, 4.
I mean, it has stayed right over the pocket. Incredible.
1.
No idea how that stayed up. Certainly to finish where it did. If he can lay a good snooker here, then
5.
the match could well be over.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
Like he can just get to the red. I think the blue, if he's not in the way, it's close to being in the way. Well, what a chance for Robbie Williams now. He would absolutely mop these up all day long. I think if he was playing somebody else, maybe on a different table.
well, any colour will do off the red.
7. 10. 14.
Now, what's very important, he's going to keep that man engaged for another frame, is if the angle he gets on the pink, if he finishes the other side of the pink, it's an easy shot to get on the black. Doesn't want to be straight or anything like that.
19.
Not perfect by any means, at least he'll be on the black, but now this pot is difficult. He's under a lot of pressure now. This is a clearance he had to make. He's found himself with a slightly difficult shot here.
Robbie Williams, 90.
Well, what a chance that was.
It really was. Just put himself, as you say, under pressure on the ping. Oh, he got so close. Something about that pocket.
Well, there is, Dave. You're right. It's the one that Williams missed that red in that stayed over the hole, and the same's happened here. Cue ball's running loose here.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
Oh, you're joking. That is a nightmare.
Well, he needs a snooker now.
It's not unlucky, really.
So, as I say, Robbie Williams requires snooker. He'll get the chance, though.
O'Sullivan will have tougher tests in the next round, provided he gets through this. And the other thing I'll say is it will be with a different tip on his cue. Great shot. Quite a big target. Don't think O'Sullivan can go around the back.
Sullivan, though, still quite able to put this away. It's finally in. Ronnie O'Sullivan is finally through to the quarterfinals. Ronnie O'Sullivan has defeated Robbie Williams by 4 frames to 1.